when you have a guest as special as our special guest for this Christmas special, those are 3 specials already, sometimes you wonder how best to introduce him. But let me attempt to do that right now. This is Christmas as usual with who many call Mr. Christmas, a singer and songwriter loved and listened to by many generations, Mr. Jose Mari Chan, whom I like to call GMC. Hello, sir. GMC.
Hello, Pia. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
For guesting us on your show.
I see you practically every Christmas. My Christmas is not complete if I don't have you.
Incidentally, please don't call me Mr. Christmas. There is only one Mr. Christmas.
Yeah, okay.
Baby
Father.
Jesus.
Okay. But you know, that's what people call you, eh?
No, but I always correct them. I suggest, call me the little drummer boy that heralds the advent of the season.
Okay, let's correct that script. The little drummer boy and 3 of his children, Lisa, Joe, and Mike. Thank you for being here. Lisa, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Like the last time was what, 2 years ago, no? 2-3 years ago, last year. Yeah, okay.
But didn't you see each other in the Star Wars program?
Yes. We need to talk about Star Wars and our cosplaying. But not Mike, no? Mike doesn't cosplay. He's not like us. Okay. GMC, sorry, the last time you guested, we talked about how Christmas is about family and the memories you make. It's still like that every Christmas for you and your family.
Yes, and I always tell my friends, Christmas is never complete without your family. You know, when I do concerts abroad, whether it's middle of the year, invariably they ask me to sing Christmas in Our Hearts and A Perfect Christmas. Because it brings back memories of their families left here in the Philippines. So yes, indeed.
Lisa, Joe, and Mike, that's the same for you, no?
Yes, well, now that, some of us are married and we have our own families, we're trying to pass that on as well. But Christmas Eve, Christmas Day is really with my dad. And it helps now that we do this with my dad because it extends that family experience throughout the Christmas season.
Joe?
Yeah, I'm very happy to say that the magic is still there. You know, every December, we still get that tingly feeling and that excitement, family reunions, and just that special magic.
Yeah, I love Christmas.
Yeah, now that our father has included us in his new Christmas album as recording artists, we're also part of the musical tradition now, performing for the public and spreading the Christmas cheer.
And of course, you're going to be singing that song for us.
And one of our family traditions, of course, is the trimming of Christmas trees. And I have to tell you, we have a whole box of Christmas ornaments that they had when they were young kids in the U.S. Yeah, so we remember each and every one of them. And then, so when we decorate the trees, they put up their own Christmas ornaments, which they had when they were 5 years old, when they were 8 years old, you know.
So that's a really nice tradition because some people, what they do is parang they throw out all the decors and then buy a whole new set. But what you do is you keep everything and then just...
We keep everything.
Add.
Well, some of them, of course, the very,
breakables.
the breakable, the commercial ones that you can buy like in the department stores, those, yes, sometimes those will break. But every year, I think my dad makes it a point to buy a special one, which will sometimes have the year on it. Let's say if he has a new grandchild, or even when my brother Franco was born. I remember there was a light blue ornament, which had the year 1981. And it was like baby's first Christmas. So you know that, this was the ornament on the year that Franco was born.
And it's still there.
It's still there.
And it's Franco who puts it on the tree.
Yes, as much as possible.
So we have those ornaments in our Christmas tree. Now that they are also parents, they have their own, they'll start that tradition also with their own children.
Okay.
Like my dad, we had this one ornament. I remember he saw it was a choir of about 6 kids, something like that. And he said to my mom on a trip abroad, it was just the 2 of them, he said, we should buy this because this reminds me of the 2 of us here, honey, the 2 choir leaders, and then the little ones are each, and he bought it, and with a Sharpie, he wrote all of the names of the grandchildren up until that point in time.
And so it's still
there.
It's
so,
still there.
Of course, the younger ones are not yet there, but you know that's the year that it was special, that he thought of the grandkids on that trip abroad with my mom.
How special, yung mga Christmas memories, Christmas moments.
And with family, so.
There's nothing like family at Christmas.
Absolutely.
And then now, of course, that they have kids. I mean, of course, they're not very little. Some of them are kind of mga teenagers na nga, no? Lisa, one of your teens.
Nagko-cosplay din.
Yeah, when now that you have grandchildren,
We have 8 grandchildren now.
grandkids,
Lisa
so-
has 3 children, and Joe has 4, and then Franco has 1. So we have a total of 8. We've been blessed with 8 wonderful grandchildren.
so that makes Christmas even happier in
And
the Chan
noisier.
house. And noisier.
But happier, of course.
Yeah.
And you know, they remind me and my wife of how they were when they were those age.
Was that what you were thinking when you wrote Christmas Moments?
Yes, well, in that song, Christmas Moments, I tried to put in a few of the Christmas moments, my Christmas moments growing up in Iloilo City. Yes. I remember my Christmas when I was 10, when I was 17, when I was 25, you know? So that's the message of Christmas Moments. And the most important line there is that giving and sharing is the real Christmas way. That's my message in Christmas Moments.
And that's what you're going to sing now.
Do you want us to sing that song?
Yes.
Are you ready, guys?
I remember my Christmas when I was 10. Oh, what I would give to be a young boy again and hear those carolers singing. My heart with joy was brimming as a child anticipating the bells of Christmas morn.
I remember my Christmas at 25, the love of a wife and the gift of a child. I held my babe in my arms, a tender warmth ran deep, the sound of chimes softly playing as I cradled her to sleep. Special moments live forever, Christmas moments I'll remember, magic moments in December that will last our whole life through. Special moments live forever, Christmas moments I'll remember, magic moments in December that will last our whole life through.
Christmas creates cherished moments so dear. It means many things to us from year to year. Years come and go like a river, they flow. But what remains is the love that we know.
I remember my Christmas at 17. Mommy and Daddy made me feel like a queen. A pretty box tied with a ribbon was underneath the tree. And wrapped inside was a beautiful gift, a pair of shoes for me.
I remember my Christmas when we went around. Daddy drove us down to some orphans in town. We gave some goodies away. Happy faces made our day. We learned that giving and sharing is the real Christmas way. Special moments live forever, Christmas moments I'll remember, magic moments in December that will last our whole life through. Special moments live forever, Christmas moments I'll remember, magic moments in December that will last our whole life through.
Welcome back to this Christmas as usual episode with Jose Marichan and his children Lisa, Joe, and Mike. JMC, we taped this episode, of course, and earlier we were taping an episode with Bukas Palad, and I was really surprised when you walked in and then you started to talk to them during the break.
Yes, because their songs brought
yeah.
tears to my eyes. They were beautiful songs written by Father Manuling, Francisco, and
Norman
Norman.
Agatep and
Yeah.
Jandy Arboleda.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was so, I think they were also surprised because they didn't, I failed to tell some of them that, oh, by the way, Jose Marichan is another guest of mine on the other episode. And I think they were kind of shocked, no? They had this look on their faces, but he said, is that Jose Marichan? But that's a really big surprise. And then, like you said, no, it brought tears to your eyes. Why is that? You mean when we get older, we get more sentimental? Or
That's
something?
what I told you earlier, yes.
Yeah.
And, the other night I had a show. I had two shows, one after the other. And we were singing two songs of mine that I seldom sing in
Which
my
ones were
concerts.
these?
Sound of Life and The Bells at Christmas. And, my voice was cracking because, I was tearing. It's very hard to sing when you're crying.
Yeah.
So, as we get older, we get sentimental, and then since you internalize the words, the lyrics that you're singing, it becomes even harder to maintain your voice.
They mean so much to you, no?
Yes.
And actually for people who listen to them also and sing them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, you were saying you were doing two shows in one night.
Yes, the first one was at the Meralco Theater, two
Two
nights.
nights.
Meralco
Okay.
Theater,
Yeah.
and the next night was at the Samsung Hall of SM Aura.
Okay.
And I had my backup singers, so we were singing, "Can you hear the laughter? Can you hear the music?" Good thing I had them because I was tearing.
Okay. Even if it was a very happy song, ano?
Yeah, and even though I had written that song 30 years ago, but still, I was emotional.
Okay. Do you get busier every Christmas? It's like every day you're doing something, like even months before Christmas.
Yes, I get booked like for a Christmas tree lighting at Shangri-La Mall last night, and I'm going to do also one in Robinson's. So it's a blessing, Pia. It's a blessing that God has gifted me with this talent for music writing, for songwriting, and I'm especially blessed because I'm able to spread the message of Christmas through my songs.
Are you going to be writing any more songs, any more Christmas songs? Because,
well-
people are so used to like a perfect Christmas in our
Yes.
hearts, and we still look for that, huh? But, will there
7
be
years
new ones?
ago, I came out with a new Christmas album called Going Home to Christmas. And it had 22 songs. I wanted naman people not to get bored singing the same song. So I wanted something new. But the music industry has changed. For example, the stores that used to sell CDs, they're closed. So I don't know if people still buy CDs anymore.
But you're on Spotify anyway.
Yes,
Di
but
ba?
majority of our people, I don't know if they go to Spotify. So I hear that the recording companies now, they have small kiosks where they sell the CDs. So I don't know how successful that is. So I feel very bad for the young artists, singer-songwriters, because the avenue to sell their songs may not be there as readily available as before.
All right. We're going to have to take a very quick break. This Christmas, as usual, episode with Jose Marichan. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back. Our special guest in this episode, our Christmas episode of this show, is Mr. Jose Marichan and his children, Lisa, Joe, and Mike. Lisa, tell us about Let Love Be the Gift. That's the song that you're going to sing tonight and that we're going to end the show with.
Yes, so my dad asked me to record that with him about 7 years ago. He said he was coming up with a new Christmas album, and he liked the way that our duet was so well received the first time around. So he said, I need to have a duet with Lisa again.
Yeah.
And he came
that
up
duet, that first one, that was
Christmas in Our
Christmas
Hearts.
in Our Hearts. People still love that a lot.
Yeah,
okay.
that was
Uh-oh.
a big surprise to me that it was. It became so popular so quickly. So
Yeah.
of course he wasn't. I don't think he was trying to replicate the success of that, but he just liked the way that we sang together, the way that we sounded together, and he wanted another duet for this new album.
And the message of the song is let love be the gift.
Yes, I think it's really just that you know, as my dad was saying earlier, that the whole meaning of Christmas is about giving and receiving, right? So it really should not be about material gifts. It should really be about giving of your time, yourself, your presence. So let love be the gift. Meaning that Christmas shouldn't be limited to a particular season, or at least the spirit behind Christmas should not be limited.
Can you tell us what it was like when you were, you have to study the song first, but then you have to practice, you know, what was that? Is it difficult when you have to learn a song?
My dad is a very spontaneous person, so similar to Christmas in Our Hearts, he just said, I have a song, it's very easy. He'll give it to me maybe
The day before.
the day before,
day
or
before.
even like the day of.
The day
Because
off.
he will block off enough time in the studio to do 3 or 5 takes. And if he likes a take, he's very spontaneous. He'll say, that's it. He's not a perfectionist. He's not going to say, do it again, and maybe this note can be. He likes that kind of very fresh feeling, I think, in his recording. So if you are very familiar with most of his music, I would.
Yes,
it's
I am.
not.
I grew up with the
not you,
with his
meaning
music, yeah.
the general public.
Yeah.
If the general public is whoever is familiar with my dad's music, they'll see that it's not really technically perfect, right? But I think that sincerity is what he's looking for in his.
But very
music.
easy to sing, eh? Ang daling kantahin, the melody, no?
And if you recall, Lea Solonga was the first one that I asked to sing Christmas in Our Hearts with me. And she agreed. However, her recording company did not want her to cross-label. So my next choice was Monique Wilson, who again said yes, but the night before she lost her voice. So then I said, okay, well, I'll get my daughter.
Yeah.
Without knowing that I think the Holy Spirit really wanted the two of us to sing that song.
Parang things just fall into place, no?
Exactly.
Things are going to happen exactly as they're meant to be.
And then my fellow lyricist to that song, Rina Canyiza, I met only the day before at church. She approached me and she gave me her card and she said, I'm an aspiring songwriter. Maybe one day we could collaborate. There you go.
And just like that. And you have that hit.
Incidentally, the song Let Love Be the Gift, the lyrics were written by director Freddy Santos.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, yeah.
Freddie and I
Yes.
have worked many times together.
Okay, and that is the song that you're going to sing now, Let Love Be the Gift. But before you sing that, I just wanted to say thank you very much. Of course, this is just part 1. There's a part 2 of this Christmas special with Jose Marichan and Lisa Jo and Mike. But I wanted to say thank you very much for being here again. Every Christmas na lang. I mean, I guess it's I'm like repeating or reminiscing my childhood because I grew up with your songs, and not just Christmas songs, but everything else. So it's like a Christmas tradition for me already. So I wanted to say I really appreciate that you're here today.
Thank you. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you very much, Pia.
Okay, let love be the gift.
Christmas is wearing a smile on its face, setting the world aglow. Christmas is blessing some old lonely place with all the gifts to show.
Carols that float in the air day and night, and candles that burn with a warm, friendly light. But more, even more than all the above, I know this is true. Each day of the year can be Christmas if love is the gift from you.
When the season comes to an end,
And the New Year's just round the bend,
though they'll take down the tree as always,
and the bright trimming of the hallways, Christmas will linger for all days if love be the gift from you. Carols that float in the air day and night, and candles that burn with a warm, friendly light. But more, even more than all the above, I know this is true. Each day of the year can be Christmas if love is the gift from you.
when the season comes to an end,
And the New Year's just round the bend,
though they'll take down the tree as always,
and those bright trimming of the hallways,
Christmas can linger the whole year through.
it's you that can make this true.
Let
Love
love
be